Coming up, we show a Victorian rural business how to sell through Facebook, tips on creating mobile-friendly websites, plus an entrepreneur who started her multi-million-dollar business with just $600. Hi everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Kochie's Business Builders. We have an absolutely inspirational show ahead of us, so let's get stuck into it. These days, most of us can't get enough of our smartphones and tablets. People are constantly checking their mobile phones. Let's face it though, we're 100% hooked on them because they make our lives so much easier and they make us more efficient. I certainly know I'm hooked. Fortunately for small businesses, mobile phones make it easy for people to browse the internet, research and make purchases wherever they are. And that power is exactly why it's important for every business website to look great and be mobile enabled. Just imagine all of the potential business you may be missing out on if your website is not mobile friendly. Remember, it's never too late to get on board, and you must do it now because you are losing sales dollars. Now, on with the show. And what a fantastic lineup. Today, recruitment guru Serena Russo tells us why being passionate and determined is the key to running a successful business. But first up, we sent in Nourished Life founder Irene Falcone to help transform a boat business. Husband and wife duo, Stuart and Melissa Buckingham, run homegrown Aussie business Outboard Spares from rural Victoria. They've been running for about 5 years now, supplying outboard parts across the country. To speak to Stuart about growing his business further, we sent in Irene Falcone from Nourished Life. We heard from Irene last season when she was just a budding small business. In the space of a year, Irene has taken Nourished Life to a multi-million-dollar company and is just the person who can advise Stuart on taking his business to the next level.
So how did you get started on a business selling parts?
Yeah, it was sort of in my blood, really. My parents started a business which I had all the time throughout I was growing up. And my wife and I actually started Outboard Spares 5 years ago. And it sort of started to grow from there, yeah.
Right, so who is your customer then?
We sell a lot to mechanics who service for other people, same as the car industry. But we do sell a lot to the average angler or boating enthusiast who wants to service the outboard himself.
Wow, and how are you selling these? Are you selling them through a store, online?
All of our products are sold online. People can call up and they can ask, you know, what parts they need for their engine, and then we can ship them straight to their door.
So what would you say is probably your biggest challenge now?
Biggest challenge moving forward, I think, is just to continue to grow, continue to develop our products and increase the amount of products that we've got on offer, and really just try and grow the business.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about your social media channels that you're using. So you're using Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
And you're really doing a combination of some lifestyle shots and some parts.
Correct. We try to be fairly active on it too. I think that's the key.
Because I just think the social media aspect for your business is probably one of your biggest opportunities because you've got so much to talk about.
Yeah.
I know it just sounds like it's parts, but really you can put beautiful photos of boats and really engage people that way. You can probably engage people through destination shots.
Yeah, okay.
You can encourage happy customers that have used your parts
on
their cruises with their families and or even holding up their fish. I'm even thinking like a fishing competition where people post photos on their boat with because people are so proud of their catches.
Yeah.
So I just think that the social media aspect of it, you've really spoilt for angles. So there's so much content on there, and I think if you can make your content really engaging and interesting, then I think if a customer isn't, think about anybody who's looking at your feed at boats, eventually theirs is going to need a service, and they're going to need your parts. With my business, I started with such a small blog and a Facebook page, and I had 100 followers on Facebook at the time, and a handful of readers of my blog. But when I married the two together and started writing content and feeding it on Facebook, in 4 years it grew from 100 followers to about 200,000 followers.
Really?
probably most of my online sales actually come from social media now. And that really isn't necessarily because of the blog itself, but more about the sharing of the content on social media. So I can't recommend that enough.
We'll be back to get more great tips from Irene, but for now, let's get cracking with news you can use. Mobile shopping, or m-commerce, is growing at nearly 3 times the speed of online retail as a whole. That's according to PayPal research, and it shows no sign of slowing down, with spending via mobile in Australia expected to lift by a huge 204%. 1/3 of Australian online shoppers had used their smartphone to purchase something in the last year. But shopping isn't the only thing they're doing. Mobiles are also used to do buying research on the go, with 30% using their phone to search for a product, 27% searching for business information, and 23% reading customer reviews. So as a business, you need to be able to engage with your customers wherever they are. If you haven't already, now's the time to start thinking about your mobile strategy. After all, if customers are buying on their phones, it makes sense for you to be there as well. After the break, the founder and managing director of Serena Russo tells us to embrace the future with excitement. Believe me, you'll be inspired. Hey, and don't forget to check us out on kochiesbiz.com. With 37 years of business under her belt, Serena really knows her stuff. Way back in 1979, she opened a small typing school with just 9 students. When they graduated, she promised all the students jobs, and she delivered. She really has made a difference. Serena prides herself on high standards and says a strong brand is the fundamental core of the business, and that's why people trust her. Let's all learn from her story.
You know, we have something like 50,000 job seekers at any one given time, globally, looking for work. I really believe that there's a diamond in all of us, and our job is to find that diamond, because everyone deserves dignity, everyone deserves a job, and everyone deserves self-esteem and self-respect. And as you enhance someone's life, you're really enhancing your own. I guess I was a disruptor. Just like we have today, you know, the youth today are disrupting large organisations in thinking differently. And one of the greatest quotes is, unless you disrupt yourself, someone else will. So what happened to me was I couldn't hold down a job. And I had something like $2,600 to my name. The bank at the time, NAB, lent me something like $3,000, and I actually formed the company with $600. I mean, it's quite extraordinary today. It's a multi-million-dollar business. It's hard to believe that you could start a company with such a small amount, but what is still believable is that you have to be passionate. You have to be passionate about what it is you want to start. And the definition of passion is not when things are going right, but when things aren't going right. And of course, when you start up, it starts up looking like a square, and then it could turn into a pear. And it's in those moments that you define whether you can keep pushing forward into your dream of still growing a business, or a lot of startups fail because they don't have the determination, that resilience, and that self-belief. The Serena Russo brand, it's a global business. We're involved in higher education. We're involved in job creation. We have our own investment companies. We do apprenticeships, and we're all about inspiring people to aspire to greatness. Something like 44 countries in the world are sending students, international students, into our campuses of learning. That is an amazing vision that when I first started in 1979, I couldn't imagine it, because all I wanted to do was secure my own job. And through my experiences of failure, which today you can celebrate failure, but you must always take a leap of faith, of giving it a go, because you never know. Unless you give it a go, you never really know your true ability. So if you have a dream, if you've got an idea, execute it and start today. Because when you study success and failure, what you'll see is that successful people make decisions and accept the consequences of their decisions and evolve to that outcome. Failure are always afraid, and they're the someday I'll people. Someday I'll start a business, someday I'll buy a house, someday I will get that sports car, and they never execute. So that's my advice, is make a decision, accept it, accept the worst scenario, of course the good will take care of itself. Well, the biggest challenges exist today, and that is really self-belief. In the last 37 years, certain things happen, like you may lose a contract. Your challenges always exist, but it's your interpretation of those experiences that make you a great leader. See, a lot of people embrace the unknown with fear. Positive leaders, entrepreneurs, embrace the future with excitement and optimism. Well, a strong brand is something that really is the fundamental core of your business. If you don't have a brand, if you look at Amazon, if you look at, NAB, if you look at cars, Ferraris, Porsches, you follow the brand because you can trust the brand. It gives you a feeling, a beautiful experience. And so every entrepreneur has got to build that. You can never think that it's just you driving this massive organisation. It's the people around you and the consumers and the job seekers that really demand what it is they want, and your job is to become obsessed with your customers, obsessed with your consumers, and ensuring that you exceed their expectations so that you have the loyalty that they want to stay with you. It's just exciting to come to work every day and feel empowered that we're empowering others to create greatness. There is nothing greater than enhancing people's lives and enriching their lives as you're enriching your own. I love it.
Coming up, we get more great advice from Irene for Stuart on how thinking ahead can help him save big. Plus, innovation tips from skilled Chief Executive Jen George. She tells us why we should all test, fail and learn. Stay tuned. Earlier in the show, we heard from Stuart Buckingham, a small business owner supplying aftermarket parts for the outboard industry. We sent in Irene Falcone to talk to them about growing and logistics.
How are you bringing your products in? Are they on a plane or via a boat?
Yeah, we started bringing them in via air freight, but saying that, we've got a shipment coming at the moment from Europe, and that is going sea freight. Yeah. It is going to take longer, but it's a lot cheaper.
Well, I found for me, putting it on a plane versus a ship is something like a 90% cost reduction.
Wow, okay.
So if you can pre-plan, your products don't expire or anything, so I wonder if you couldn't get a shipping container around winter.
Yeah, sure.
And have it enough stock there to last you maybe 3 years worth of summers.
Yep.
Think about how much, I guess, time and freight and money and energy you would save in flying them in each summer, I guess, as you need.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you shipping just across Australia, New Zealand, internationally?
At the moment, it's just within Australia, but certainly international is something that we've been talking about recently that we certainly want to get involved with.
With your packages that you're sending out, are they quite small or are they quite large parts?
Look, most of it's under sort of 3 kilos.
Okay.
So we had been using satchels, so up to a 3 kilo satchel, we're getting everything shipped out that way. But, as our range grows, we need something that'll grow with us, and that's, I guess, a good thing about Australia Post is you can ship larger items. So I think that's going to streamline our business a lot, and it's definitely going to save us a lot of time.
That's what I think as well. As much streamlining that you can do in the back end of your store and less manual work, the more time I guess you can spend, I hate to say this, but on Pinterest and social media talking to your audiences. Because I really think that's where it is now. And it's interesting because when you're talking to somebody in a bricks and mortar store, you're talking to 1 or 2 people and it's very personal. But if you think about how you can take that exact same concept and put it online and have that same conversation with hundreds of thousands of people, and you're still doing that one-on-one. I think that's a really great way to massively scale up a business from being bricks and mortar to being online.
Okay.
So I really think that would be such a great place to put your focus on.
Definitely. Okay, we'll definitely look at that for sure.
Great stuff, guys. What fantastic tips from Irene, who said to create engaging content to increase sales and to use competitions to attract customers. We'd love to hear more of your stories as well. So don't forget to join our free newsletter.
Hi, my name is Jen George and I'm the founder and managing director of Skill.com. We instantly connect staff to local businesses looking for hospitality professionals. My top tips for this year would be test, fail, learn. Get out there, try lots of things, see what works, completely stuff it up, learn from it, and then try something else. You will quickly innovate your business and hopefully grow quicker than you would just waiting 6 months at a time to innovate. My second thing would be hire smarter people. If you surround yourself with smarter people than you will get better ideas, diversity in thought, and hopefully try different things in your business that you ever thought you would be able to do. My third thing would just be get out there and live your vision. If you're not screaming and yelling your vision from the front, your team will be lost and they won't know where they're heading. So live the dream, live the vision, and run hard and fast.
Coming up on Kochie's Business Builders, it's everyone's favourite part of the show. I hope so. Where I get to answer one of your burning business questions, so stay tuned. What a jam-packed show. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I did. It's all about becoming obsessed with our customers, knowing their needs and embracing the future with excitement. Fantastic stuff. Now, before we go, I'll be answering another viewer question. Plus, we have our latest tech tip from Val Quinn. Listen up, gang. This could really change your business.
A recent Nielsen report suggests that over 13 million Australians actively browse websites on smartphones and 7.5 million on tablets. So not sure if your site is mobile ready? Well, submit it to Google's free mobile-friendly test, and you can not only find out if your site is optimized for mobile, but you can also see how your page appears on mobile according to Google's search engine bots. An account with MobiReady gives you a score of how mobile-friendly your site is and gives you advice on how you can improve your score. You may score low if your site is slow to load or if it has a poor user experience. You can also use a range of other online tools like Screenfly to test how your site loads on a range of different devices and to make sure it's responsive, which can be useful if you know your customers typically use a certain operating system or device model. It's an incredibly simple application. Simply type in a web address and you're off and running.
Hello and welcome to Ask Kochie, where we answer a video question sent in from one of our viewers. Today we have a question from Bernadette. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Bernadette Hardy from Interior and Product Design Studio Bellwood Hardy. We focus on interiors that are both commercial and residential, and also furniture and lighting products that suit both applications, commercial and residential. My question is relating to insurances for interior design services. Do we need insurance? How much does it cost? Is it commercially viable? And does it depend on the scale of the job?
Thanks for sending that in, Bernadette. Insurance. You never need it until you've got to make a claim. It is a great question. To help me answer it, I have Robert Kelly, the Chief Executive of Steadfast, with 45 years of experience in the insurance industry. Robert, you don't look that old.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that.
Great question from Bernadette. Does her business need insurance?
If she's got a strong balance sheet, she doesn't need insurance. But my experience over quite a few years is that small to medium enterprise clients don't have good balance sheets. So when they've got risk exposure for their material assets and their liabilities, they need insurance. And a small business like that has very complex ways it goes about doing its business and various covers that they need. So for a small amount of money, they can transfer that risk to an insurer and go home and sleep at night and take the responsibilities away from should we or shouldn't we. So in reality, it desperately needs it.
Yeah, and insurance is one of those line items, isn't it, that as a small business owner and say you've got cash flow problems, you look at it and go, oh, insurance, do we need that? But when something happens to your business, it can actually send you broke if you don't have it.
Look, the problem is that small to medium enterprise business is always struggling for cash.
Yeah.
Okay, and so sometimes they slip up and they do not put the money into insurance that they should, and then they hit a wall with a problem and there's nobody there to save them with that problem.
Yeah.
So nowadays you can amortise the cost of insurance over 12 months, and really in the scope of what people are doing, it's a very small percentage of their outlay. For a small business like Bernadette's, it would be in the scope of what she would spend, nowhere near the cost of running a car or anything like that. So it's a great way to get the risk off you and to put it onto a strong balance sheet.
Okay, so Robert, why would Bernadette need an insurance broker, say, rather than buy it online, as we're encouraged to do with our personal insurance? I suppose businesses are a bit more complex, aren't they?
Yes, buying online puts you in the position of deciding whether the product that you're going to get is suitable for you. Choosing to have an insurance broker act for you means that they look at what your problems are in your business, your exposures, and they tailor-make a policy for you that will respond at the time of a claim. The added advantage of that, of course, is that at the time of a claim, they become your claim advocate. So if you're a small business owner and you have a claim and you go back onto .com, cheapest insurance in the world, whatever it might be, then if you're going to take the time off your business to actually try and work through whether the claim should or shouldn't be paid, then at the end of that day, you may be frustrated and not have got anywhere. So like any position, you need to have an expert helping you when it's complex in business.
Robert, thank you for that. Great advice. Bernadette, I'm sure that helped. Let us know how you go. And for everyone else, I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for dropping by the KBB YouTube channel. If you want a whole lot more where this came from, press the subscribe button and it will open a Pandora's box of great videos that not only are educational, full of great advice, but also really inspiring. Just what we need as small business owners.